Here's what's happening this week in Pokemon Go. 9 AM on Monday is the weekly reset for the Adventure Sync rewards. If you can line this up with your 7-day streaks and some egg hatching, and pair it all with a star piece, you'll get a nice drop of Stardust, especially if you, or your phone, walk over 100 kilometers. In 5-star and Mega Raids, Moltres and Mega Aerodactyl will be leaving at 10 AM to be replaced by Thundurus Incarnate and Mega Kangaskhan. Both can be shiny and will be around until August 21st. Kangaskhan is a regional exclusive, so be sure to catch one for your Kanto Pokedex before it leaves. The Adventure Week event will end on Monday, but not until the last minute, so you'll get one more full day of that event. On Tuesday, the weekly Spotlight Hour runs from 6 to 7 PM and features Lileep. The bonus will be 2 times Catch Candy. Lileep evolves into Cradily, which is rank 97 in the Great League, so if you find one with good PvP IVs, which are low attack, high defense, and high HP, you may as well hang on to it. It needs to be about level 26, so if it costs more than 4,000 Stardust to power up, it may go over the CP cap once evolved. To check, just tap on the Evolve button and make sure it's below 1500 CP. Be sure to Mega Evolve a Rock or Grass type for even more extra Catch Candy. This is your weekly reminder to set a weekly reminder to Mega Evolve something before Spotlight Hour. A showcase will end on Tuesday at 8 PM. These are worth entering even if you don't win. It's free Stardust and XP at the minimum. On Wednesday, the weekly raid hour runs from 6 to 7 PM and will feature Thundurus Incarnate. An instant raid will appear at most gyms at 6 PM if there are players nearby with the game open. The raid will last 25 minutes. A second raid will usually appear at gyms before 7 PM. Thundurus is quite good in its Therian form with the exclusive move Wild Bolt Storm, so you may want to avoid powering up the Incarnate form we have here, but they can be useful to raid for the candy. At 10 AM on Friday, the Go Battle Week event will begin. There will be a new costume Pikachu featured, as well as PvP relevant Pokemon in the wild and through field research, plus the following bonuses. You'll be able to do up to 5 special trades per day, and can use Charge TMs to remove frustration from Shadow Pokemon. So if you missed removing frustration during the Rocket event, you will very quickly have another chance. In PvP, you'll get 4 times Stardust for win rewards, and be able to play a max of 20 sets per day instead of the usual 5. There will be event-themed Pokemon in raids, including Shadow Raids, and there will be a paid timed research for $5. Cresselia will be included in that paid research, so if you're down to pay for legendary Pokemon, there you go. There will also be some Elite TM bundles in the web store if you're looking to spend even more money. During this event, there will be some Pokemon that, if caught or evolved during the event, will have their featured attacks. There's quite a few here, so I'm not going to list them all, but I'll include them all in the description. Finally, there will be a free timed research which will focus on battling in PvP. At 1 PM on Friday, the leagues featured in the Go Battle League will rotate. The Fossil Cup will conclude, while the Master League will carry on to be joined by the Great and Ultra Leagues and the Catch Cup. On Saturday and Sunday, Tier 5 Shadow Raids will return to featuring Suicune. In a previous video, I mentioned the Johto Beasts getting another round of availability because it's too soon for Gen 3 legendaries to make their way into Shadow Raids. However, I forgot about these losers. The Regis could very well enter into Shadow Raids starting next month, so grab a Suicune now before it's gone. Since these are in-person only, you'll definitely run the risk of people losing interest in getting out to raid these even if they do return for a 3rd round. I had that problem because I started late raiding the Kanto birds last year and just barely found help to take down a couple of each. On Sunday, a Community Day Classic will take place from 2 to 5 PM, and it's one you will not want to miss. Beldum is back. There will be Beldum everywhere, the shiny rate will be 1 in 25, and any Metangs evolved into Metagross? It says gross, right? Metagross, like gross weight, gross tonnage, is Metagross. Will know the move Meteor Mash, which is what makes Metagross such a beast. The bonuses will be quarter hatch distance, 3-hour incense, 3-hour lures, 5 snapshot encounters with Beldum, and event-themed field research. There will also be a cheap special research ticket in the shop, which is worth the $1 if you're planning to play. This being a classic comm day, we won't get the 4-star raids from 5 to 10 PM that spawn extra featured Pokemon, so you'll just have between 2 and 5 PM for this one. Definitely evolve a Steel or Psychic type for the candy bonus. As always, the weekend showcase will end at 8 PM on Sunday and will definitely feature Beldum and Metagross, so hang on to those XXLs. And that's it for the week ending Sunday, August 18th, 2024. My priorities this week will be to catch a few Kangaskhan to hold onto for trades, since I don't live in Australia. I'll begrudgingly play a bunch of PvP to reach level 20 before the season is over, and I'll go crazy on Sunday for the Beldum Comm Day. Next week we have Mankey in the Spotlight Hour with a 2 times transfer candy bonus, so hang on to stuff you plan to transfer if you have the space. Could be a good way to get even more Beldum candy. Xerneas and Mega Salamence will be back in raids, and we still don't know what Triumph Together is all about, but that event starts next Friday. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for what I should include in these weekly videos, please let me know in the comments. Additional information can be found in the description, including new information, if any, that wasn't released at the time of publishing this video. Good luck out there.